Heyo everybody, Haku here, and I'm just going to talk to you for a little while about the anime that I'm deciding to give a chance to and try to watch for winter 2025. If you've been around the channel for a bit, you know that I'm pretty far behind on watching anime, but whenever I get here to winter 2025, this is what I'm going to watch. It's actually been a bit since I watched the PVs for these. I prepared for this video, watched all the PVs, decided what I'm going to give a chance to, what I'm not going to give a chance to, before they started airing way back at like end of December, beginning of January. I just haven't had an opportunity to make this video until now, so this video is way later than I expected it to be. Hopefully it won't be next time, so like end of March maybe I'll do a video on spring 2025, but I really just haven't had a lot of time to watch anime, and a big part of that is I've been needing since November to do my last video on reviewing 7 anime. I've had notes for that taken. I've been trying to get time to do that since November. So whenever I have that video up, then I can be watching some more. So hopefully we'll get to the point where I'm watching a lot more. It's just things have not been the absolute best on that front when it comes to getting through anime. But one quick thing I just want to shout out, I just want to say before I go through these really quickly, and I'm going to try to keep it short, is I wanted to shout out Mochina did a video at the beginning of January to shout out ones to help watch, to help with Japanese. I just wanted to shout out Mochi Japa in general. Mochina's great. From like if you watch any of my Tower of God stuff, any channel that I like interact with or talk with, it to me it feels overly familiar to call anybody friend of the channel or anything, but anyone who I really like and support and want to sort of spread that to them as well, I always try to shout out. So yeah, go check out Mochina in general. Mochina just had a song cover. Please go check that out. But I just wanted to say that since she did a similar video talking about upcoming anime, actually doing it on time around New Year's, unlike me, I wanted to shout her out there. But let's talk about what I decided to watch. So some of these you're going to see are this teal color, and some are more of the muted purplish blue, and that's because I generally use the muted purplish blue to denote what I'm planning to watch. But for this, when it came to what to count for 2024, when I talk about like end of year 2024, reviewing anime from 2024 like I did for 2022, I still haven't even gotten to 3, wow. Then I needed to know what to count for which. So these teal ones are ones that had enough episodes in 2025 that I'm counting these for 2025, not 2024, just because that's the anime that they ended, or that's the season that they ended in, and because, at least half of the season fell that way. So like here we have ReZero, which only had 16 episodes, same with Ari Ferreta's 3rd season. Both of those I'm going to watch and count for 2024, just because the vast majority were in 2024. And I guess was that Danmachi as well. So all of those, they're counting for 2024, where these 8 I'm going to count for 2025. They're ones that I already talked about when I did my fall 2024 video. I would have already said that I'm watching these 4, like I read the manga for Ano Hako or Blue Box. So these are all ones that I'm giving a chance, but I'm counting them for 2024, not 2025. As for 2025, of course, I'm going to watch Beastars. Beastars, I usually say, is one of, if not the #1, my favorite manga of all time. And I'm not as huge a fan of the anime personally. Like, I think the anime is good. I'm just not personally as big a fan of the anime, compared to the manga. I don't know, it's just different for me. It just doesn't give me the feeling that the manga did, the journey and the fun that I had on the week to week. Plus I just really adore the manga's art style. So I'm definitely going to be watching Beastars, but I just had to bring up that I'm a bit of a manga Andy for that one. Then Sanjusai Mare Dote da Dato Mahotsukai ni Nararu Rashi. It's so weird. I feel like I would have an easier time reading this if it was in, I don't know, at least like hiragana, or if it had furigana, if it was with kanji and everything, than to read Japanese, but in Roman letters. Romanji is like actually actually kind of difficult. I feel like I'm just tripping over it because I'm like thinking in English. Tokubetsu. So this is, I think, yeah, it's a special edition with extra scenes that weren't in the TV season, and I said I was going to watch that TV season, so if I do watch it and I do like it, then I will probably watch the special as well. Duel Masters Lost, I think that this is a second part or something. Again, it's been a while since I looked at all these PVs, but I said I would watch the first part, so if I like that, of course I'll jump into the second. We have S-Rank Monster no Behemoth Dagero Nakoto Machigawarete Elf Musume no Pet Toshite Kurashitemasu. So this, actually, I saw some clips before even going in and seeing the PV. It looks all right, to be fair with you. It looks all right, but it's an ecchi fantasy, so it's like, okay, I'm interested in ecchi fantasy. I'll check that out for sure. This one, the Amako Takao no Suiri Karte, this was the one that when it first started airing, I saw a bunch of people making anime house memes. Again, this sort of workplace slice of life, I guess, kind of anime would be interesting to me, and I don't really even necessarily think it's a slice of life. It's not listed in the genres, but it kind of almost makes me think of Police in a Pod, though that was more comedy, and it makes me interested. I would like to see sort of more anime like this, and with the PV and everything, with it being a mystery, I thought it looked really, really neat, so I definitely want to give it a try. Then we have Momentary Lily. I think this is the one that looked insane to me. Yeah, it's by GoHands. I feel like overwhelmed, overstimulated watching the PV. The animation was just so detailed, and everything was moving, just particles moving, hair moving, everything moving all the time. I was like, I feel overwhelmed. I feel overstimulated by this animation. So I've definitely got to check that out and see how it ends up. Tasokare Hotel looks really interesting. The production quality from the PV just looked kind of alright, but the idea behind it, to me, and it's based on a game, I've never played the game, the idea behind it seemed like right up my alley. It really gave me like Shadow's House kind of vibes, and I love Shadow's House, so I'm interested in that. We have the TV series for Soreiro Utility, and I watched the sort of OVA, the like online animation that was only like 13 minutes or whatever for it in 2022, I think it was. So I watched that, and now we're getting a full TV series for it. So of course I'm interested in watching the full TV series. It's a cute girls are doing cute things about golf, so I'm totally in. Then we have Orerake Level Up Nakem. What is that? Is that Solo Leveling? Season 2. So Solo Leveling Season 2, again, I'll watch Season 1. If I like it, I'll watch Season 2. Everybody hypes it up, so might as well give it a try. And again, looking at these review scores, really, I think that I use LiveChart to track these, and compared to AniList, certainly compared to my anime list, I think the review scores are the most trustworthy here on LiveChart, because on LiveChart, almost every single anime is between 7 and 8. So pretty much everything's between 7 and 8. It might be your style, it might not be your style, you might like it a bit, you might not like it a bit. So when something goes above 8, it's like, okay, people really liked this. And when something goes below 7, it's like, okay, there might be some issues here. I might have to rethink if I'm gonna watch it or not. And of course, as usual, for this type of video, if there are any series that I left out that you really want me to give a try, then just let me know. Or if there are any series that I didn't leave out that you're like, okay, I watched it, I don't think it's worth your time, then you could let me know that as well. But moving on as well, we got Ao Exorcist. I watched the original Ao Exorcist back in like 2013, but I never watched season 2. I'll have to do that, and there might even already be a season 3. I'll have to watch those. I'll have to catch up before I watch this. But I really liked the original years and years ago. It's just that it felt like when you're kind of getting into anime, like in the early 2010s, there's some that you watch and it's like there's just One Piece you watch and there's continuously more One Piece. Same for the most part back then with like Naruto, Bleach, Fairy Tail. And there are also ones where it's like they tell their complete story, the story's done, the story's over, and you can just go and have the complete story. But then Blue Exorcist was in a weird place where it was like, where it had one season that was very clearly not the complete story, but it felt like we had to wait an eternity to see any more of it. I guess it's a bit different maybe if you were a manga reader, but that's how it felt to me, and I just never kept up with it after the first season. Okinawa deski ni natta ko ga hogen sugite tsuretsugiru. This one looks great. Looks great. You know, Love Polygon has me questioning. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. But the PV looked good. It didn't look like the best thing ever, but it looked good. And I love the character designs here in the promo artwork. Medalist, I definitely want to check out. I had seen some stuff about the Medalist manga before even hearing about it getting an anime adaptation. Then I went to check out these PVs, saw that it was getting an adaptation. I was like, oh, cool, I've heard of this manga before. I'm going to check it out. And the PV looked good. Zenshu, I thought the PV looked great. I thought the PV looked awesome for Zenshu. So I'm really, really interested in checking that one out. It looks super creative. I like the direction. Watashi no Shiawase Nakekkon second season. I thought the first season looked good. So if I like the first season, I'm going to continue with this. It's almost sitting at an 8. So that sounds pretty good. What you're going to see for a lot of my decisions here, there's a lot of romance. There's a lot of good looking romance. For this season. And of course, for some of you, you might be watching some of these, so you might already know how good the romance is. Then we have Kono Kaisha ni Suki na Hito ga imasu, another workplace romance. It looks good. Another, not romance, but romantic subtext. What is the difference here? Kurui wa meraka ni watashi o kawai ga tsujinai. So this one, again, looks good enough. And both of them, pretty well reviewed as well. Then we have Hanawa Saku Shura no Gotoku. And just looking at this one, population of only 600. I don't 100% remember the PV. I think it's coming back to me a little bit though. But yeah. Yeah, I think I remember a little bit of the PV. This is one where me watching the PVs at the beginning of January and not recording this until toward the end of February is hurting me because I don't have that fresh a memory of it. But it looked good enough to say that I'll watch. Ishida second season, I think looks pretty solid. I was pretty interested, and I need to see if I like the first season first. Magic Maker Isekai Maho no Tsukuri Kata. That one, again, looks good. We might got some cute and funny in there potentially. Then Honey Lemon Soda. This was one that I was a little bit more torn on. Yet another romance. When I watched the PV, I was a little torn on it. I was like, there's some things about it that I really liked how they looked. Some things about it I was like, I don't know if I like that much. So I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. Like with any of these, I'm going to give it a try. If I don't really like them, I'll probably end up dropping them. But if I do end up liking them, then I'll do a review, and eventually I'll do my anime awards for 2025. Maybe by 2028 we'll get there. Who knows at this point. Arafo Otoko no Isekai Tsuhan Seikatsu. Okay, that one, again, we got a harem. Looks pretty good. Yeah, just harem isekai. I'm here for it. Let's see what we get. Then again, I'm kind of bummed now because I wish I had a fresher memory of some of these. We have Fugushoku Kantesha ga jitsu wa saikyo datta. Naruku de kitaeta saikyo no shingan de musou suru. Okay, let me think. Oh, the appraiser one. Yeah, this one just looked kind of alright to me. It looked kind of just like an alright, you know, isekai. Well, not really an isekai, just a fantasy. I mean, what's the difference for some of these? It looked kind of alright, but there were waifus, and I was like, I'm torn, but I'll kind of give it a shot. Nihone Yokuso Elf-san. There was another really similar, like, otaku elf, this is different from Otaku Elf because this is the reverse isekai, basically. But another, like, it felt similar to me, to that style. But this interests me a lot because I love the concept, love the idea of the reverse isekai with people from the isekai, the other world, coming to the regular human world and having to interact with human culture. A lot of plus-sized alphas like that, and it's really fun. So this is a bit more serious, of course, than Plus Size Elf, I think. But I'm excited for that one. We have a second season. I forgot, this is airing already? Second season for Kusuriya or Hitorigoto. So this one, Kusuriya no Hitorigoto, jeez. It was like, you heard constantly about it, I feel like, when the first season was airing. I haven't really heard as much since the second season's been airing. Then we have Guild no Ukesu. Okay, this one looked, doesn't have ecchi in the tags, but I thought this one was pretty ecchi looking. I don't, like, the receptionist of the guild and everything, I thought it looked very, very good. Then we have Uboblat, looked, again, it actually only looked kind of okay, but I felt like people were hyping it up a little bit, so I was like, even if it only looks kind of okay. And there were some shots, I think this is the one with the kind of bad looking monsters where they might have been using CG monsters, but I was like, I just really want to give it a try. Then comes Sakamoto Days, which of course I'm going to watch. I really haven't been hearing much about the anime at all, but I love the manga. I covered the manga for a while on the channel. I'm very far behind. One day eventually, hopefully I'll have time to catch back up, but that's an obvious one for me to watch. We got Bon Bonfire, and this one looked so fun. This might have been the PV that I was almost most excited for, the gay vampire comedy anime. It looked so fun. I can't wait to watch this one. This one looks really, 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 really fun. And then we have a second season for The 100 Girlfriends Who Love You Very Much. I'll have to see what I feel like about the first season, but again, I've heard really good things in the past about the manga and the anime, so hopefully I'll like it and we'll continue with that. We have an extra part for Skate, finally getting a little bit more Skate. I feel like we're getting a season 2 sometime soon, if we didn't already get one, right? So it's, 4 extra stories. I'll definitely check it out. Movie for Rose of Versailles. I never saw the original anime. I'm assuming this is a retelling of the original anime and not a sequel. I'm assuming, because it'd be a long time to do a sequel, but I definitely want to give it a chance. And if it is a sequel, I'll watch the original anime before going into it. And then there is a Birdie Wing and Sororo Utility crossover little mini anime. It's probably going to just be like 2 little 3 to 5 minute episodes or something probably. So I'll definitely check that out. I probably won't be counting it when I do reviews and stuff as its own separate thing, but I'll check it out. And then a movie for Senpai wa Otokonoko. I will definitely check out the movie if I like the season. It looks pretty good. I feel like my only issue is, I would be more interested if it was, male lead with attractive Otokonoko senpai. Making it female lead makes it a little less interesting, a little less spicy to me. Not gonna lie. So, kind of go. It could still be alright though. We'll see how it goes. We got a love polygon going on, so we'll see what happens there. But that's generally, my lineup, what I'm thinking about giving a chance to. And honestly, when we go into spring, I really need to catch up with anime quickly because we have some bangers, I think, coming in spring. Let me glance through some of these. We have a movie for Yakunara Mug Cup Mo, and I liked the original anime there. Oh wait, it's just a compilation of season 1. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer, just a compilation movie. We've got, is this a season 2 or a prequel or spinoff or something for Kaiju Hachiko? Hold on, I just see these character designs down here and I am already interested in this one. Witch Watch getting an anime, when I first looked and saw that was something coming, I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, it's going to be so good. I cannot wait. I hope they really... I'm holding off for now to watch any PVs. I really, 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 really hope it looks good because I love the manga. Again, I covered it for a long time on the channel, and hopefully we'll get back to it eventually. We're finally, I really think they should have sort of decided to do My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I feel like they should have done that much earlier, do an anime for that, but we're finally getting an anime, so at least it's something. And we also have a dark elf. Look at this. We're lots of really, really great looking stuff. We get another season of Ahiren-san. finally season 3 of NN no Shobotai. So yeah, I think things are generally looking really good. That's all I've got. That's just what I'm planning to watch. Wanted to run through that really quickly with you. Like I said at the beginning, check out Mochina's stuff if you want to. I really recommend her. She's great. But yeah, other than that, I guess I'll end here. Thank you for watching. I'll try to do more anime stuff, more manga stuff as soon as possible. I really want to get back to doing more anime and manga because it's what I really, really, really enjoy doing. So thank you for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of my decisions here. If you have any, like I said, that you think I left out that I really should give a chance to, or any that I, decided on that you're like, nah, it's not worth it. I don't think there's going to be any like that, though. All of these I think look pretty good. Subscribe for more. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by dropping a super thanks, it really is very much appreciated. If you want to support the channel and get your name here at the end of videos, get your One Piece videos a little bit early, then you can hit join down below to become a member, or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Thank you so much to people who are already patrons and members. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, FR Nono, JA, and VD Band, Jerryton students, David Langstaff and Folded Ghoul, Slayer candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Patearialo. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.